Sportsman's Adventures with Captain Rick Murphy, presented by Yamaha.
This shark may be long enough to turn around and bite me, so I probably better not grab her by the tail. Hey, welcome to Sportsman's Adventures, and as you can see, man, I got my man Ridge with me, and family fishing is something that we do in the Murphy household, and I gotta tell you, when I think about family fishing, I think about mangrove snappers. And also, when I think about snappers, what I also think about is how good they are to eat. So today, we are gonna teach you guys how to become a better snapper fisherman, as well as how we like to cook them and eat them right here with a shore lunch in Florida Bay. The month of August, you gotta pull on them, because if you don't, they're gonna get you in the grass. All right, Hotshot, let's see what you got there. Is he as big as mine? Let's see. Uh-oh. I think I just got one up, did nice snapper. I don't know, let me see, now pinch my tail. I'm bigger. No. You got me. Good job, Ridge. You know what's gonna make these things good? Little pork and beans and a hot fire, man. That's what I'm talking about. Snappers and family fun.
The mangrove snapper is one of the most sought-after fish in all of Florida's waters. Hard to fool and hard fighting on light tackle, and unsurpassed in the frying pan. This fishing isn't fancy, but it does take a good chart plotter to target the right spots. A good snapper hole just can't be beat. Captain Rick Murphy and his son Ridge spend this August day fishing the shallow water channels that cut through the grassy flats of Florida Bay.
He grabbed me and he was taking off running. Now he stopped. Let's see if he's there. Oh, boy, I was just taking up my slack to see if I had a bite. Look at all the other snappers chasing this one. Ridge, look at that down there. That's crazy.
Oh, you've got a nice one.
I do have a nice one. You know, the thing that comes when I think about these snappers is the yellowtail snapper is really certainly very, very popular. And the mutton snapper everybody likes, because when you catch one big mutton, he can feed a whole bunch of people. Yeah. You getting a bite?
No, not yet.
So, you know, the yellowtails, because you can catch so many of them when you go out on the reefs, but this guy, I think, is a really underrated snapper. A lot of people just, you know, but the other thing that comes to mind is the red snappers you don't catch down in South Florida as much. You can go certainly in the Keys, so it's up in the panhandles and it's in the Gulf. You got to run a long ways. You don't have to run very far with these guys. So it's a snapper, in my opinion, that rates right up there, and certainly it is really, really good to eat. Watch this. This is why they call them snappers.
I think he's probably one of the best to eat, you know? I mean, a mutton, he's only good if he's small.
Bite. Yeah, a small mutton's good to eat, but you get a big one and they get to be tough.
Yeah.
What you got, Bo?
I don't know. What you got?
I got nothing. Yeah.
Got grass. Around.
I got grass on my thing. Hey, that's a nice mangrove snapper.
How's that for a snapper?
It's great. You know what else makes this fish so great, Ridge? Is
you can eat them.
Yeah, you can eat them, but you know, this is a fish that a lot of people, you don't have to be an expert to do this. You know, if you got a boat, all you got to simply do is just know the time of year, get a chum bag, go catch you some pinfish, and then certainly go out, and it's great because of the fact that mama can catch him, your brother can catch him. You know, you don't have to be an expert to go catch these snappers. Let me see how big he is. Show him to me. That shows me his belly. Turn him like this. Now I can see him.
That's why they call them snapper.
Exactly. You get your finger in there, and you'll recognize that.
It ain't gonna be too good for you.
Till you get that bite, bub. Look, when you get the bite, you open the bail and let them run off with it. When they stop, you got one?
I got one.
When they stop, then you can reel down and set the hook. Yeah, you got a nice one. Now, you know the other thing that comes to mind about why this is a great fish to fish for in July and August, Ridge, is because offshore fishing is really tough.
Yeah, it's slow.
You know, and snook season here in Florida is closed. And again, throughout the whole state of Florida, these fish are gonna move in to the shallower waters and onto those shallower reefs, you know. And for guys that have inshore boats that don't get to go offshore, now they can actually technically catch a reef fish in real shallow water.
Yeah.
You know, which we don't get the chance to do that, you know, mangrove snapper fishing during the months when it's cold and they move into the reefs, you know. Man, you just keep catching bigger ones. Every time I catch one I think's a good one, you gotta one-up me.
I try.
You're doing a good job.
I try.
Get that live well
Let's
open.
open up
Try opening that live well so we can put them in there. You keeping track of how many's in there?
We got a lot to go.
Okay. Oh, you catching for cameraman?
We catching for cameraman, for camera boat driver. We catching everybody's.
Wake up over there, would you?
Sportsman's Adventures is brought to you by Yamaha. Reliability starts here. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. Catch the latest at Rapala.com. Williamson for the Pelagic Playground. Maverick Boats. Fish the legend. Minn Kota. Anywhere, anytime. Humminbird. Simply, clearly better.
It's 200 streamlined horsepower of Yamaha forward thinking. The all-new F200 inline four-stroke. Whether you're an offshore angler, pontoon cruiser, bay boater, or walleye hunter, the responsive and fuel-efficient F200 combines amazing power and versatility in one incredibly compact and lightweight package. The all-new F200. Legendary Yamaha reliability and the freedom of forward thinking.
For years, they've quietly taken you where the fish are. But now the silence is about to break. With the incredible new iPilot Link, your Minn Kota and Humminbird can communicate with each other. So you can hold on a spot like an electronic anchor. Record and return to waypoints and paths. Follow any Lake Master depth contour and more. All automatically and all from your Humminbird or the Link remote. They talk and you'll be speechless.
The revolution continues. Faster, drier, even better built. Designed around Yamaha's latest technology outboards. Still built by the same craftsmen and anglers that launched the Bayboat Revolution. Whether chasing world records or time on the water with your family, or anything in between, there's a new Pathfinder model for you. Pathfinder. #1 for a reason, still.
You already know about the La Jolla Resort in Islamorada, so let's talk about the La Jolla experience. With an on-site boat ramp, the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic is just minutes away. And when you return from fishing, there's barbecue pits to cook your catch while your family enjoys the pool or one of our new remodeled rooms. This historic resort, the La Jolla, is family owned and operated and has a friendly staff ready to make your La Jolla experience a really great one.
16-year-old Ridge Murphy is following in his dad's famous footsteps. At just 16 years old, he is becoming a rising star on the local fishing scene. He is a veteran of the South Florida sailfish tournaments.
What you got, Ridge?
I think it's gonna be a snapper.
think you got me now.
I almost got that Yamaha 150.
Nice snapper, Ridge.
It is a nice snapper. Oh.
You
So,
know, now the reason
here?
why we're catching these big snappers this time of year is in July and August, these fish, they all move in, no matter where you are in the state of Florida. One of the things I think they need, and certainly I'm not a biologist, is they like the grass and they like the sandy bottom that the channels provide for them. So here in Florida Bay, you know, we have hundreds of little channels between Everglades National Park to the west of here, and then obviously Key Largo and Isla Mirada and Marathon to the south and the east of here. So the key is that if you move into the channels and you go and set up with a chum bag during the month of July and August, and it lasts for about 4 or 5 weeks, this is what you're gonna have to offer, you know. Now, as far as the way we catch them, we're using a pinfish, and we'll talk about why we use pinfish, because they can't peck that pinfish off of the hook like they could if it was a shrimp. Even though a live shrimp is a great bait for a snapper, you know, it's not the same, because the smaller fish will start pecking on your lure, on your hook, and it'll actually pull that shrimp right off the hook.
All right, well, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and catch another one.
That's a good one. Keep that up.
Whoa.
I got somebody, Ridge.
I can see that.
Feels like a snapper. Hopefully it doesn't get sharked.
Acting like a snapper.
Yeah, it is. Oh no! I just saw the shark. I just saw the shark. Look at the boil behind my...
Ooh.
Oh, oh, I gotta get him in the boat. Whoa, that's that snapper right there. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that snapper. You thought you were gonna catch the big one of the day, and I'm gonna tell you, I just took the title. Look how fat he is, bub.
Ooh, he been eating all them pinfish.
And all the chum.
All that chum.
You know what makes these snappers also so cool, Ridge, is throughout the state of Florida, there's so many different names for them. They call them gray snappers, they call them mangrove snappers, they call them Hatford up in there, they call them mingos, or mangs, Paige calls them. They also have a black, call them black snappers, and they're really all the same type of snapper. But if you want to catch a monster one, if you go at nighttime, this would be a baby.
Yeah.
You know, now you can keep 5, they have to be 10 inches, you can keep 5 per person, but those ones at nighttime on the reefs are significant, you know. So, looks a lot like the old Cabrera snapper, but, you know, smaller.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, and when we're fishing at night, is it the same way we're gonna fish for them, or what?
Yeah, you could come out here, right here, in Florida Bay, you know, and leave in the evening, you know, in the afternoon, and then run out here, and then set up a chum bag.
I think I'm gonna have to join you.
You gonna catch what?
I think so.
I'm glad that you decided to become part of this Sportsman's Adventures. You know, those sharks are moving in here because of all the chumming that we're doing, but that's all part of it too. Let's see. That's a.
I think you might have got me this time.
I got you. I got you. But it's okay, because that one, he's still big enough.
Taste a lot better.
He's still big enough to put in there.
Put in the box.
Put in the box.
He's gonna taste good.
He is gonna taste good.
What you got?
Big snapper.
You sure it ain't no shark?
I'm sure. I'm looking at him. Oh. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That is a nice
How you like that there, Richard the Fourth? Huh? How you like that?
It's a nice little snapper.
It is a nice little snapper.
It ain't so little though.
No, you know, you're right. And the best part about going snapper fishing, Ridge, is you don't have to get up ultra early. All right, let me get him. We'll take him off here. You know, Ridge, these sharks have moved in here on these snappers. And the fish are getting much smaller, as you can tell. So I got a little wreck before we go and eat some lunch. Maybe we might want to go try. You got a fish?
Oh, I missed him.
I think I'm gonna let this guy. You want me to take him home, or you want to?
Nah, let's let him back.
Let him go. Okay. Let's do that. Get him, Reggie. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one, Reggie.
See, that's why we're gonna stick around for a little bit longer before we head out there.
Well, you know, maybe we just need to hook this shark a couple times and then he'll go away. Let me open up that live well. But it is so calm, and this time of year you can take advantage, even if you're fishing out of a flats boat.
Go run offshore.
You can go run offshore, exactly. We're not gonna go very deep. It's only gonna be 15 feet deep. This channel is 10 feet deep, so there's not a big difference. But it's a wreck, and I'd like to see if there's anything on it other than Goliath groupers. Chances are you spent a lot of time in the outdoors when you were growing up. Hours spent fishing, hunting, camping, hiking, or simply playing in the outdoors helped you get connected with nature. Sadly, today's children are disconnected from nature. They spend nearly 8 hours a day on their computers or watching TV, while the number of kids hunting and fishing continues to decline. And that's why the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, together with the Wildlife Foundation of Florida, created the FYCCN, the Florida Youth Conservation Center Network, to encourage kids to participate in the outdoors. A statewide network of conservation centers, the FYCCN features wild outdoor centers offering deep woods experience that connects to near outdoor sites in the communities where kids live. You can help kids learn to love the outdoors and become stewards of our precious outdoor heritage. You can help us create the next generation that cares. Go to fyccn.org to learn more.
Hold it right there. The Minn Kota Talon locks you onto a fishing spot with unmatched speed and stealth. And when Mother Nature tries to knock you off your mark, hit back with the strongest hold on the water. Talon, stand your ground.
Hi, I lost a big fish earlier today. Wasn't using suffix. It was about this big.
Look, slow down there, cowboy, okay? A fish in the lost a van, huh? You want your fish. Sorry, honey, that fish is gone.
Always use the best line, suffix 832.
Welcome to the inner circle. Rotating coverage up to 300 feet gives you a detailed 360-degree view of structure, contour changes, and fish. So you can see them before they see you. Introducing 360 imaging, only from Humminbird.
I got my first Yamaha in 1994, and I still use that outboard in the Bahamas today. This Yamaha 130 has over 2,000 hours on it, and it sometimes sits for 6 months. I can always depend on it starting and performing like it did when it was new. Everybody knows Yamaha stakes their reputation on reliability, and for me, that Yamaha 130 is living proof. So if you're considering a Yamaha, I can tell you that reliability and performance is something that you can count on for a long time.
You know there's more to it than luck. There's fishing the right bait, the water temperature, the wind, the season, and then there's the boat. We'll put it simply, the boat matters. To own a Contender is to own the best sport fishing boat on the market, period. Contender offers the most comprehensive model range with bigger, faster, and more fuel-efficient boats than the competition. There's only one choice for serious anglers. Contender Boats. Performance through innovation.
Hey, welcome back to Sportsman's Adventures, and whether you fish inshore or offshore for snappers, Yamaha has something new for you to consider. Now let's talk about what's coming out in 2013. Now, the first thing that comes to mind is this Yamaha 2.8 liter 4-stroke 200. And what that means, it's an inline 4 with a variable camshaft timing, and what that means is it has a tremendous amount of low-end torque. But for those of you guys that are thinking about repowering, understand that this motor is 100% 119 pounds lighter than the 3.3 liter 200s that we had before. Also, what comes to mind is that it'll easily bolt for you guys that are thinking about repowering right in the bolt patterns that you had from before, as well as we're able to use the same wiring harnesses and gauges and binnacles because Yamaha offers this in a mechanical as well as a digital formatted motor. So if you want to get an upgraded system, you can do that as well. Now, the thing that also they've come out with is a fully integrated boat control system. It's called Helmmaster. And what that means is for you guys that have 31-foot boats all the way up to 39-foot boats, you can have a twin or triple application. You don't need a bow thruster anymore. What it means to me is that you can centrally pivot your boat as if it was on an axis at the console, allowing a 3 independent ram systems or systems that will allow those engines to turn independently. You gotta check out Helmmaster by Yamaha. The other thing that comes with that package is a fully integrated gauges and key switches as well. The third thing that they've introduced this year in 2013 is the new SHO 150. For those guys that are on the flats or even maybe in a bass application, you need to understand that this motor has low end torque like we've never seen before out of a 4-stroke. So check out the SHO 150. Now understand, in 2013, Yamaha has really introduced some new products that will best fit your needs. Ridge, you got a shark. Something's wrong with that reel, Ridge. He didn't even cut you off yet, huh? What is it, Ridge? Oh, you're a shark, man. You need some help with that?
I don't think so. Maybe. I'll let you know when I'm missing a finger.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Look at the size of that Jewfish, man. Look at him. He's going to eat him on the surface. Just keep him right there, Ridge. See that Jewfish, Ridge?
I see him.
He's going to eat that shark.
That's the plan.
It's a dog-eat-dog world.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
I see him down there. See him down there? Look, here he comes. Oh, it's 2 of them now. 2 of them. Look. Don't try this at home. You could be dinner. Well, now what do you think that shark's thinking now? He didn't. You thought he was something until we were starting to talk about you getting eaten. It was all fun till you potentially became dinner.
Here he comes.
Look at this Jewfish right there.
Big Goliath grouper.
Dang. Lift him up. See those Goliath groupers down there, Ridge?
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to eat that shark.
I'm waiting for him to pop up.
The shark thought he was Mr. Bad until he was becoming part of the food chain, you know? This shark may be long enough to turn around and bite me, so I probably better not grab him by the tail.
Oh, a lemon shark, huh?
Uh-huh. I don't know if that is a lemon. Yeah, he's a lemon. Go ahead, get the jig out, bub. Wonder how long he's gonna last when we let him go. There you go, good job. Cool. Mr. Shark, we are almost calling you dinner. Not late for dinner, but calling you dinner. That is a little lemon.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I would love to see him.
You better swim. Hey, I'm ready to go eat some snappers. That would probably make this the perfect sportsman's adventure.
Being prepared for today's fishing doesn't just mean the right bait and tackle. Got a grill? There are numerous small islands in the lower Keys that make a perfect place for a grilled snapper lunch.
So nice, a little cloud before the afternoon thunderstorms rolled by here. It cooled off. Fried fish, Ridge. What we do in the Murphy house, man. There you go, Ridgy, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for cleaning them.
Oh, no problem.
We still got some more to go here.
We're out here on the park boundary. Sitting here eating what we caught earlier this morning. We gotta come do this more often.
If you're looking for some laid-back, midsummer fishing with the kids, then you just can't beat the Mangrove snapper. On light tackle, they are hard fighting and great eating. A perfect recipe for another great sportsman's adventures. Check out the Sportsman's Adventures website at sportsmansadventures.com. Coming up next week on Sportsman's Adventures with Captain Rick Murphy.
About
selfish out here in the deep water.
Look at that!
Is every man?
Yeah! Oh. That's what I'm talking about! That red! Nice!
Pretty fish there.
How much that one weigh, Chris?
That's a 12, 13-pound fish on there. Real good fish there.
Sportsman's Adventures was brought to you by La Jolla Resort, a place for families and fishermen. Costa Del Mar, see what's out there. Trigger X, Trigger the Bite. Ameritrail, custom trailer manufacturers. Contender Boats, performance through innovation. Suffix Lines, the world's most hardcore fishing line. And VMC, your expert in hooks.